My company's just finishing this beautiful lake house with local architect Rick O'Donnell, and I want to talk to you today about these gorgeous hardwood floors. If you're building a custom home or remodeling your house, I don't think there's any better floor than a true hardwood sand and finish floor. This house has some beautiful pecan hardwoods in them that local Austin contractor Hardwood Designs installed and finished for me. I really think that a floor like this is a lifetime floor. We're gonna see 100+ years of durability out of a floor like this. Let me give you a few tips for selecting and installing your hardwood floor, especially as it relates to a hardwood floor that's gonna go in a Texas house. You know, a lot of houses in Texas are slab on grade, and there's a few special things you need to know about selecting a floor for that type of environment. Let's take a closer look at these floors, and let me tell you about how we install these. As I mentioned, we're on a slab on grade here in Texas. And so when you're on slab on grade, there's a few things you want to do differently than if you're installing a standard wood floor over a wood subfloor. Number one, let's look at the width of these boards. We've got varying widths here from about 4 to 8 inches on this pecan floor. And when you've got those wider planks, you really need to be taking some extra caution to make sure you're not going to have cupping in the future on a floor like this. So this is my favorite way to do it. I like these engineered boards like this. If you look at this cross cut right here, you can see we've got a substrate of plywood. The total thickness on that is about 5/8 of an inch thick. And our wear layer from the tongue up is solid pecan. But with that thin layer of pecan at the top, at the wear layer, the rest being plywood, it really means that we're not as susceptible to changes in moisture or humidity. And then ultimately, this floor is actually glued down on top of the concrete where we are underneath us. I like to put my floors down early so that then I can put my baseboards, my cabinets, any moldings directly on top of that wood floor and not have to use a shoe mold later on. And then the guys at Hardwood Designs came in and sanded and finished this floor. We used a Bona Traffic Satin on this floor, which is a great floor finish. I use this quite often. I like the satin in particular. Like if you look at that sheen behind me, it's got a little bit of sheen, but it doesn't show nearly as much of the kind of scratches and other things that happen in time if you use a high gloss finish. The other great thing about a hardwood floor that's been sanded and finished on site, it's super easy to clean. A Swiffer with a little bit of Bona cleaner makes it really easy cleanup on this floor. And in the future, if we've got some issues with this floor where it's starting to get really scratched up, we actually don't have to sand it. We can actually screen it and recoat it with another layer of this Bona Traffic right here. If you'd like more information on any of these things we talked about today, I've got more on my blog at mattreisinger.com. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.